Why, hello there. If you clicked on this video, then you are probably in the same situation that I am in. Your relationship probably just got permanently terminated due to the fact that you sit on the computer for immensely prolonged periods of time while stuffing your face with chocolate pudding, in the same way that the Shakespearean side character would embody a pitiful defeat by none other than dessert and Wi-Fi. If that sounds like you, then welcome to this video and I'm glad you're here. Yes, that is right, my fellow Americans. We are going to be beating Minecraft today without females. I started by brutally eliminating the sheep out of existence. What an exquisite start to this video already. I then went and plundered a nearby ruin portal, only to be met with an assortment of items so profoundly underwhelming that the usefulness could be best described as purely theoretical. I then went and chopped down my first tree. It was oak wood, so nothing too special. I then crafted up all the succulent tools I would need and journeyed forward. I was thinking about building a house, but since I'm a teenager, I would probably just run away from it anyways. I then felt a sudden yearn for the mines, so I went into the mines and started mining. I then ended another innocent sheep's life and journeyed onward into the fog. Running around aimlessly in Minecraft definitely gets me thinking. Was Obama's presidency all a lie? Do cows really run the stock market? I mean, is the term bull market a coincidence or not? After going insane through my own thoughts, I have arrived at the highly scientific conclusion that I had, in fact, spiraled into a state of deep, deep depression. How exciting. I am thrilled right now. I found a gaping hole in the ground and decided to make the best play I've ever made in my life. Watch this shit. Not knowing that my food supply had dwindled down to a mere 2 pieces, I was enthusiastically mining every visible block of iron ore, hoping that would somehow cure my sorrowful hunger. Oh, and speaking of sorrowful hunger and pitiful death, I think now's a good time to tell you that if you like this video, you should probably subscribe. And if you don't like this video, well, just subscribe anyways and just close your eyes whenever I get into your recommendations. Just then, by sheer coincidence, a mine shaft presented itself within the depths of the cave, so I ventured forth with high hopes, only to return empty-handed as though the universe had orchestrated an elaborate joke at my expense. How thrilling. I then built up to the surface after realizing that my 2 pieces of luscious mutton have been eaten, and after smelting my iron, I chopped some more trees because why the hell not? I then constructed a nether portal totally like a Chad without having to Google a single thing at all. Like, I didn't Google a single thing at all. I made a shovel to grab flint because I always forget to get flint and steel when I make another portal. It always happens. Does anybody else have this issue? Is this just a me problem? Like, how do I forget this every single time? I tell myself I'm not going to forget it next time. I've done it way too many times, and I just keep forgetting to get flint and steel. I make the portal, and I don't have the damn flint and steel. After finally arriving in the nether, I realize that I have performance mods, so I just turn off fog like a cheap ass so I can find nether fortresses easier. All right, you're not going to believe this when I say this. Guess who's dumb is down to 2 pieces of food again and just decides, oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep going forward. Yes, that is right. You are watching that dumbass right now. I then gave a pig some gilded ingots for the barnyard economy and basically got jack shit in return. I then decided that I would make a respawn anchor, but then forgot about it for the next 20 minutes. Now, oh boy, if you thought sitting at your mother-in-law's for 3 hours was boring, you might want to try finding a nether fortress in the nether. It takes so... Wait, is that a nether fortress? Indeed, your eyes did not deceive you. The Minecraft gods have blessed me with another fortress. I then fought off the blazes with my trusty iron blade, like I was Spartacus during the Roman Empire, slicing a homeless man for stealing my bread. I then had to evacuate due to a fire emergency, and I actually almost died, so I thought it'd be better to do something else. I then murdered a chicken and grabbed some mushrooms for stew, and then guess what I found? Another fortress. Now, this may not be as impressive as you might think, considering that I have 32 chunks of render distance and no fog, but I'm still gonna give myself the upper hand and say I did a good job. Anything to motivate myself in these rough times. I decided to fight some blazes again, even though I said I wouldn't, but this time, I set my spawn. You see, I was smart. I then actually spotted a bastion right next to the fortress, and I thought that there's no way that that could be true. I thought that maybe the performance mods may have messed with the seed, so I actually ended up looking up the seed. And no, it's actually just a thing with this seed. The bastion and fortress spawn within 50 blocks of each other. So go check this seed out if you want, my fellow Minecraftians. It will be in the description. The nefarious Blazes did in fact put up a good fight, but they were no match for me. Well, and this is the exact reason why I made a respawn anchor. I then risked my life like a complete buffoon trying to get 7 blaze rods instead of 6 for some reason. I'll tell you what, if I was 30 years older and had mild heart issues, I would have been by a heart attack at this point. I'll tell you what, the nether can be exceedingly vexatious at times. I then left the fortress with 8 blaze rods instead of the needed 6 because I'm a complete and utter idiot. I then was out of food yet again, so I picked some mushrooms. I've got red, white, and mushroom stew flowing through my veins at this point. I then killed 2 more chickens and found a warped forest, which was great, right? Because I'd finally be able to get my ender pearls. And I tell you that this part took more than half of the entire playthrough, I'm not joking. The whole time I was in the warped forest, the video file size was 7 gigabytes. I cut it down to just the Enderman part within the warped forest. It was 3.6 gigabytes. I was getting so unlucky with the pearl drop rate. I had to have killed more than 25 Endermen, and they don't spawn that often as you might think, at least not on Java. I was genuinely so frustrated because I'd get them to spawn and then they just wouldn't drop anything, and it was so frustrating. That's such a first world problem if you think about it, like, oh no, I can't get my Enderman to drop Ender Pearls. So after this long, painful endeavor, I just decided to trade gold with piglins, and it worked pretty much right away. How thrilling. I then returned to Sender and finally went back to the overworld for the first time in what felt like actual decades. When I was in the cave, I don't know why I thought killing more Endermen would be fun, but there you go. I'm sure you could tell, even with editing, how my attitude towards the beginning and the end of this video just completely declined. The nether changes you as a person. I'm telling you right now, there's something with the nether, man. I then got to the surface and threw my Eye of Ender with my F3 menu pulled up to make it seem like I'm smart when I'm really not. On my way to the stronghold, I gathered some snowballs for the pillars, and I'm telling you, nothing can stop me now. Now, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret right here. If that fall would have killed me, you would not be watching this video right now. I was so ready to be done. I seriously don't think I would have finished this if that fall killed me. So after that, I then found one of those abandoned zombie villages, which are pretty rare, and I guess it's just another reason to check out this seed. It's a really good seed. Yeah, I know. I'm just glazing the seed at this point. As I'm making it through the stronghold, I have a question for you who's watching this. Why are you still watching this? The title of this video, I have not even gone into yet, besides the beginning. So if you're watching this, that probably means that you enjoy the content. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing? I'm just gonna try to tell you to subscribe. I'm f***ing dumb. I'll get to the point of the title at the end of this video, I promise. I then find the portal room and fill the eyes, and you guys have probably seen the dragon fight more than 500 times in your life. Instead of making this part funny, can we just, like, explain how badly designed this boss fight is? Like, I know it came out, like, what, 12 years ago or whatever? But they've done nothing to improve it in the past 12 years. This fight took 27 minutes, by the way, and it's because I did it legit. You could easily cheese it with beds and get it done in like a minute. I wanted to do it legit, but honestly, it's so boring. I see why people cheese it with beds. It is so boring. And just waiting for the dragon to perch is just so boring. You're just standing there, and she takes forever, dude, I swear. But anyways, enough of that. Cue the epic boss fight music. And just like that, the dragon has been defeated. So, to answer the question, can you beat Minecraft while bitchless? Here's what I'm going to say about it. It's actually easier to beat Minecraft while bitchless. Hear me out. You don't have to worry about your girlfriend, your wife, your whatever you want. You don't have to worry about them bugging you while you're trying to beat Minecraft, thus making it easier. So next time you're upset about not having a girlfriend, just think that you're able to beat Minecraft easier without one. So it's okay to not have a girlfriend. And that's where I'm going to end the video.